Dogs are loyal companions, protectors, and family members. But how much do we really know about them? Are they colorblind? Can they be ticklish? Are they actually smarter than cats? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating science. Behind our furry friends, welcome to Understanding Dogs, Myths, Science, and Surprising Facts. 1. Are dogs colorblind? For years, people believed dogs could only see in black and white. But science tells a different story. Dogs can see colors, just not as vividly as humans. Their eyes have 2 types of color receptors. Humans have 3, meaning they see primarily blues and yellows, but not reds or greens. Imagine looking at the world through a filter that turns red objects, brownish and green objects tan. That's how your dog sees a ball on the grass. So, no, dogs aren't colorblind. They just see the world in a softer, bluer, and simpler palette. Are dogs ticklish? If you've ever scratched your dog's belly and seen their legs start to kick, you might think they're laughing. But that kicking isn't quite ticklish laughter. It's a reflex. This is called the scratch reflex. When certain nerves under the skin get stimulated, they send a message to the spinal cord to move the leg. However, many dogs do enjoy gentle tickles or scratches, especially on their chest or ears, areas associated with affection and trust. So yes, dogs can react to tickling, but it's more about reflexes and comfort than comedy. 3. Are dogs' mouths cleaner than humans? You may have heard the saying a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. Unfortunately, that's a myth. Dogs' mouths contain hundreds of types of bacteria, some harmless, others potentially dangerous, especially those adapted to digesting raw meat or scavenged food. Humans also have bacteria in their mouths, just different kinds. So, neither species wins the Clean Mouth Award. Veterinary tip: regular dental care for your dog. Brushing and vet cleanings is essential for their health and hygiene. 4. Are dogs evolving? Absolutely, and faster than you might think. Over thousands of years, dogs have evolved from wolves in the hundreds of breeds, each adapted for unique roles: herding, guarding, hunting, or companionship. Modern studies show dogs are also evolving socially and cognitively. They've developed the ability to read human facial expressions, understand pointing gestures, and even detect emotions through tone of voice. In a sense, dogs are evolving to become even better partners to humans. 5. Are dogs allergic to chocolate? Yes, and dangerously so. Chocolate contains theobromine and caffeine, 2 chemicals dogs can't process efficiently. Even small amounts can cause vomiting, seizures, or heart problems. Dark chocolate is the most toxic, and the smaller the dog, the greater the danger. If your dog ever eats chocolate, contact a vet immediately. Don't wait for symptoms. So yes, dogs are allergic to chocolate, and it's one of the most serious household hazards for them. 6. Are dogs smarter than cats at the age-old? Debate dogs versus cats. Scientists have found that dogs have about 2 times more neurons in their cerebral cortex than cats. This gives dogs a stronger capacity for learning commands, memory, and emotional bonding. However, intelligence varies by breed and context. Dogs excel at social intelligence, working in teams, following cues, and problem-solving with humans. Cats, on the other hand, are independent problem solvers, great at hunting and adapting quietly. So are dogs smarter than cats? It depends on what kind of intelligence you value: social cooperation or self-reliance. 7. Are dogs conscious? This is one of the most fascinating and philosophical questions in animal science. Yes, dogs are conscious to a meaningful degree. They experience emotions, form memories, and recognize familiar people. MRI scans show that the emotional centers of their brains light up when they smell or see their owners. Well, dogs may not have human-style self-awareness. They do have a sense of joy, sadness, love, and even jealousy. So when your dog wags their tail or curls up beside you, they're not just reacting, they're feeling. Dogs aren't just pets, they're partners in evolution, creatures that have learned to love and live alongside us for millennia. From color perception to consciousness, your world may be different from ours, but it's every bit as rich and real. So next time your dog looks at you with those big eyes, remember, you're not just looking at an animal, you're looking at a thinking, feeling friend.